Good morning on Wednesday. Okay, we've been looking at gold this week. We have the bear flag pattern. Let's just zoom that in. The bear flag pattern, and I suggested that we would have good support at the trend line and the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour chart. Now, when I was talking to you yesterday, we were exactly here. If you watched the video in time and if you jumped into a long position, we had a really good bounce. That was a $35 bounce from the low to the high. Don't know if you caught that. We then reversed and broke down. Now, I did say that if we break the bear flag pattern, that would be a sell signal. We did fall quite significantly. Once we broke it, we fell from 39.77 down to 39.28, nearly a $50 drop. If you caught that trade, then I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You can see that the trend line here almost caught the low. So the question is, what happens now? We have bounced back to the 200 period moving average. We've got the trend line at 39.85. We've got the 200 period moving average at 39.82. So I would imagine this will be resistance. To be honest, the picture's getting a little bit cloudy now. I think gold probably will go down, and I think gold probably will meet resistance here. But if we move back inside of this flag pattern, then I'm going to be a little bit lost. So that would be the only trade that I can suggest in gold today. Maybe we'll hit that, maybe we'll turn around, maybe that bear flag pattern will continue to play out and gold will at least come down to the previous low at 38.85. If that was to happen, we'd have a practically 100 tick potential profit in the trade. I was also looking at cable. Now, cable's playing out pretty much exactly as I expected. I had been talking about cable breaking below this trend line and for a sell signal, and that we would head towards the 130.00 area, which is a good support level. Now, we've done that. It's taken quite a while. It's not been a swift move, but it's never possible to anticipate the speed of the move. When you see the daily chart, obviously, you can see how we have come down quite significantly towards the support level, which is around 130.00. So watch that. I think there is a good chance that we will bounce off it. We're oversold on the daily chart. Pretty sure we're oversold on the 4-hour chart as well. Yes, we are. And I'm sure we're oversold on the 1-hour chart. Yeah, starting to see a recovery in the slow stochastic on the 1-hour chart. So we've deviated quite far from the moving averages. So I will review that again tomorrow. Yesterday, I also looked at the euro versus the pound, and I suggested that around the 87.70 area would be a very strong support level. Now, I kind of delivered that message a little bit late. I think we were trading around 87.80 yesterday. We'd already bounced off it. I was hoping that we would retest it and get another opportunity. We did not. So probably you didn't get an opportunity to jump into this trade, which is unfortunate timing because the market did certainly bounce off that strong support level. So the technical analysis worked, but perhaps the timing of entering the trade didn't. What have I got for you today? You can freeze the frame and just look at some trade ideas that I put on this sheet here. Aussie dollar, we've got good support around 64.65, 64.50. Euro versus the Canadian dollar, we've got good support around 160, 110, 160, 90. Euro yen, there's a good support level there. I've given you some levels where you can stop out below. This is the trade for the pound versus the dollar cable. I would use these levels, 129.95 to 129.75. There's a 20 pip entry range there where you can scale in or use that as a guide as where to enter and put a stop below 29.40. So tight stop, decent risk reward with targets of 130.60, 130.90. I won't run through all the technical analysis for those trade ideas, but hopefully these can give you some trades that you might be able to do today. I hope that's helpful. Please do join me again tomorrow.